Hello. Hey, Colin. I see you in chat. Ugh. How's your day? Hey, Ivex. Hello, Ivex, as well. How are you? How was your day? How are y'all doing? Doing good? Good. Good. Can't really get any worse. Oh no. They just kind of started. Oh, gotcha. So, I can rest now at least. Oh no. Anything you want to share, or you just have a bad day today? Played some Just Cause 3 a minute ago. Oh, interesting. I haven't played any Just Cause games past two. And I played that one like really late. I think I played it like a little bit before 3 came out. Anyway, nothing wrong talking about. Looking forward to this though. Awesome. Awesome. I want to have fun tonight. That's the goal of tonight. We're gonna have fun. If I found it sound a bit different, I'm standing up. That's why. Because we this is we gotta use our diaphragm for this today. I have this bad habit. I mean, it's a bad habit a lot of people have, but when I'm like sitting, I hunch, and you don't get like the full range when you do that. I mean, I guess it's good if you're playing someone that hunches over a lot, but that's not what we want to do tonight. So, so yeah, fun is we're just having some fun tonight because I feel like if we carry a lot of stress into these recordings, it might reflect. I mean, it'll be good. It'll be good if we get a character that's meant to be stressed. But yeah, feel free to share, Colin, if you want. If you don't, then that's all right too. But yeah, so in my usual preparedness, actually, hold on. Let me take off the. So this isn't the first time I've shown my face on this channel, but it'll be the first for a few people, I think. Hello, it's me. I'm here. We have webcam today. I got the glasses on, which I'm gonna take off soon because I look like an asshole wearing sunglasses indoors. So I'm gonna take those off. Hi. So, first time seeing you? Well, Lamal, you look dope. Thank you. I saw those glasses at a market when I was in the United States. They were like $5, so I was like, yeah, all right, I'll get them. I think I used them in an illustration for the what do you call it? The thing I did last year in October. You know the one. The horror game marathon. So yeah, so as I was saying, in my usual preparedness for today, I only got one script I kind of want to do for this. So you guys are gonna see some script hunting today, and I'm open to suggestions. So if you guys want to see me, this could be from anything, right? Movies, TV shows, video games, just like sample scripts, right? We're just looking for sample scripts. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to find. Where's the script? Hold on. I need to... where? So I'm in a bit of a... Oh, you can't do it when it's... Oh, really? Okay. One moment. Some technical difficulties as usual. Can I pop out chat? There should be a pop out chat thing, right? Yeah. Okay. So I can have chat open. Because is this script from some game / movies? The one that I have up at the moment is a one from a game. It's actually one we played last October. The original Alone in the Dark. It's like it's Edward Carnby's introduction, because I like how much of an asshole he is in the start of it, because he just seems like a he just seems like a complete asshole at the start of the game. It's like completely different to the remake, you know. But yeah, let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find it because I don't have a multi-monitor setup. I hate multi-monitor setups. So I'm trying to like have OBS, have chat and the script up at once, and it's giving me a bit of a headache. So bear with me just a second. All right, let's see. Because it's only doing like the divide. All right, one moment. We're nearly there, guys. It's never my stream unless there's some scuff, you know. Okay, I found a setup that works. Okay. So, I should probably stop the music. I mean, the music won't end up in the recording. So we can have the music. Would you guys prefer the music going the whole time? Or have it muted when I'm recording? And someone's revving their car right now. Fucking really? Right now? I should explain the setup too, right? Because I don't have like a professional studio, so I got my computer chair with like a bunch of my jackets on it. I've got like this, you can kind of see the edge of it, this like blanket kind of over the microphone. Having music sometimes is nice. Does it mean you just have it on when we're not recording, or music sounds dope? All right, music is a go. We will make it a little bit quieter though, just so. Okay, so this first one is Edward Carnby's script from the 1992 Alone in the Dark, where this is just the first page of his script. I kind of wanted to do the whole thing, but I couldn't find a transcript anywhere of it, so I would have to type it myself from the introduction of the game, which sounded like too much of a headache. So I'm just going to take the first panel. Besides, I want to be able to fit in, you know, a bunch of, you know, more voices. Probably don't want to make the reel, like each segment of the reel, too long. And also I kind of want to walk through a bit of process, because I have studied acting for quite a long time. So a big thing is you it sounds obvious, right? You want to think about like the motivations of your character, even if it's like a small part. So you want to think, okay, what, like, why are they saying what they're saying is pretty much the like golden rule, right? Because if you don't have something in mind on what, like, why you're saying something, then you're just reading lines. As my teacher, who I've been under for, well, over a decade now, but Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say 14 or 15 years I've been studying under him. But he likes to say, um, like you want to, you don't want to act. You want to uh, basically. It's hard to explain, right? He explains it so much better than I do. you know. Okay, so we're gonna build a bit of an Edward Carnby ourselves for this stream. So, from what I get from his script, he's a bit of a bitter guy. So, he's a private detective, but he's probably just doing it to like make money because he can't get any other job. Because when did this game take place? Like 1920. Y'all, he has a whole sensei. We're gonna see some cooking. Hopefully, we'll see some cooking. That's the idea. That's the idea of this stream, is that we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook a good voice reel. I need to get the brain fog out now, because if I do it while I'm reading a script, it's not gonna sound too good. But I'll do just like a cold read, right? So I might use some jargon today, but cold read is just when you're reading off the script. You're looking and reading off the script. It's cold read, right? So there's no warmth in it. Just so you guys know what script I'm going for, right? So it's on my door. A dull brass plate says, "Private Detective." The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. So that's the Edward Carnby we have. So I'm thinking this guy's kind of irresponsible, and like he blames everyone else for his problems. So what I kind of want to do, I really want to make him bitter, and like arrogant, which I think he was in the original reading as well. I intentionally didn't listen to it again because I don't want to copy it. But I vaguely remember he sounded like really bitter, and like, yeah, kind of arrogant. He does sound kind of fed up with things, yeah. So I'm gonna say this Edward Carnby is like probably a gambler. Loses his money a lot. He's not good with money. Kind of blames the world for it. Like it's everyone else's fault. And the fact that he's climbed his way to being a private detective is like kind of a badge of honor for him. Like, oh yeah, well, I'm good enough to be a private detective, so I shouldn't be treated like this. So that's what we're gonna go for today. And again, we have to know what the reason it is we're saying things. So the others call me the Reptile. I'm kind of struggling with because I'm not sure why people call him the Reptile, because he doesn't seem like a killer, really. He just seems like an asshole. So I'm thinking maybe he's just like he's cold in what he says sometimes. So, but then again, that's the name you give your friend, right? That's not really a name you give a stranger. Because he says the few friends he has call him Carnby, but the others call him the Reptile. So I'm trying to think of like, okay, why would strangers call this guy the Reptile? I assume he's like annoyed talking about people's nicknames for him. Yeah, maybe they were friends, but after they called him the Reptile, he was like, nah, you guys are calling me names. I hate you. That's, yeah. How dare you call me something so cold? I'm not cold. maybe he's jaded. Maybe like he's sort of adopted the nickname. So it's like, well, people think I'm cold, I'll show them cold. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. All right, let's do some like rehearsals, right? Let's do some take. We'll go with that take, and we'll sort of edit as we go. Um, so I'm trying to think of who I'd be saying this to as well. Maybe I'm venting to like a client, someone that's about to hire me, and I'm like giving them my life story. You know, people that just like dump all their shit on you, like when they first meet you. Yeah, we might do that. A therapist would be nice. Yeah, maybe. Though I imagine therapy was pretty uncommon during the era this is meant to be. But all right, let's try not a take, but we'll do a rehearsal. Um, okay. So I'm an asshole. I'm arrogant. I'm I'm not smiley. I'm dead inside, and I hate my job. I hate that people call me the reptile. People fucking hate my friends. They're all assholes. They're all assholes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Few friends I have, you know, I don't really like them that much. Can't really say that I'm on friendly terms with them, but I don't know. They don't want to kill me, so I guess that's okay. On my door, a dull brass plate says, Private Detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. What do we think of that, chat? What do we think of that? Sounds good, or we should try some new angles. Good, good. Okay, we got a good, not bad. Okay. Any suggestions or experiments? Again, we're having fun this stream. We're just making. I think maybe make him sound more tired. Okay. All right, we'll try that. We'll try that. On my door, a dull brass plate says Private Detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think when my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. What do we think of that? Tired enough? Maybe I should like jog on the spot. No, it's not physically tired. Ooh, good. Okay, we like the more tired Carnby. Yo, cooked. Are you saying that we cooked, or that Edward Carnby is cooked? Both is a valid answer. Both is a valid answer. All right. Hold on. I'm reading over the script again. I'm trying to find. I don't want to plan it too much. I want it to sound organic. I have to kind of fight the like, oh, at this point in the script I'm gonna sound like this, and at this point in the script I'm gonna sound like this. You cooked away. All right. All right. Let me get off my recording software. We'll go for a take then. See, it seems that's there's a consensus there. Let me do a few more practice runs, and then we'll do a take. We'll do a take. On my door, a dull brass plate says, Private Detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. I also like to improvise a bit. Obviously, I'm not going to change the script too much, but just to get into like character, Let's make up a scenario. Actually, let's decide who Edward's talking to here. Is he actually talking to a therapist? Should we make him talk to a therapist? Because it'll make a good lead-in. Because I find improvising before and after the script kind of helps. Like how I got to talking about this topic instead of just throwing it out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hold on. I'm just enlarging the script a bit because it's a little bit small. OBS is gone now. There we go. Okay. One moment. All right, chat. Let's think. I don't see why not a therapist. Okay. Okay, maybe someone really recommended. Maybe an old good friend. Yeah, maybe. I think that would work better, considering the era that Alone in the Dark takes place in. Gonna make a cappuccino and come back. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Make a good cappuccino. If you make a bad one, I'm gonna punish you. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. So okay. Maybe I'm trying to think what Carnby did in his past that would make him like this tired. Like, is he just by nature an asshole, or is he jaded? I think he should be jaded from something. Maybe he's like an ex-cop turned private detective. You know? Like, yeah, maybe this old friend's like an old partner, and he's you know, the guy's like, oh, you know, this, how have you been, Carnby? And he's like, yeah, you know, shit sucks. I don't know how common casual swearing was back in the 1920s, so can't say I was there to see that. Can't say it's in very many movies. I should avoid modernisms. I like the idea. Maybe he fell out of his prime and snowballed downwards. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll go with that. He's like a washed up cop, and he's trying to live the glory days, but he makes his way around as a 2-bit private detective. We'll go with that. All right. Let me do a quick test recording just so I can see. All right. Testing 1 2 3. This is the voice of me on let's see, how long? About, don't know, 20-ish centimeters away from the microphone. Let's see. Okay. I need to. It's odd. I usually have these in like the whole stream. It's kind of like odd to have them. All right. Testing 1 2 3. This is the voice of me on let's see, how long? About, don't know, 20-ish centimeters away from the microphone. That sounds alright. I think that sounds okay. Alright. I need to get out of the habit, because whenever I've auditioned, I've had these in and I have a monitor going the whole time, so I can hear myself, so I'm not like talking too loud. But every time I audition, I've had that on, and like I can hear the imperfections in like how I speak. But I think I need to stop doing that, because I get into like, I get out of character because I hear it. Hello, Private Boxy. Welcome to the stream. Yo, I got something for you. There's a series called Server Blight. To use text to talk. Try giving them voices. Oh, maybe. What, like as a second person in this script? Probably don't need that. I feel like that'll be like too much to set up, and plus I can't hear it anyway because all the audio is coming out of that. If I have it coming out of the speakers, you guys are gonna get like reverb and stuff, and it's not gonna be good for the recording. But thanks for the suggestion. Okay. All right. Let's say this old partner's come in. Um, he called me on the phone last week saying he was coming down to my office in New York, and yeah, we're gonna have that come in. Um, da, da, da. It's a TF2 source filmmaker. The characters are in a match trying to survive, so good tension, no problem. By the way, you sound very talented. Thank you. Oh, you suggesting we do something from that? What do you have me be a scout? Go back to my Bostonian roots. You'll be a Boston douchebag. Do a bit of that. I've actually never tried to do any impressions of TF2 characters. That might be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, all right. So head in the game. Head in the game. This guy's called us. He's walking into our office. And yeah, he's asked me like, oh yeah, how have you been? He's talked about himself a bit. I tuned out what he said because I just care about myself. So I don't even it goes in one ear out the other. And then we talk about our life, and yeah, so yeah, when I got kicked out of the police department, I decided to start up my own private detective agency. I think it's all right. Yeah, it's good money. Yeah, not that my loan shark would let me keep any of it. You know, it's fucking bullshit. No, I can't swear. No, 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 no. Even though he's okay, if we swear, it has to be stuff that would be around. I don't know if fucking bullshit would be something said in the 1920s. Goddamn is probably around there. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I should just like try not to swear because he is kind of a professional at the end of the day. So he's like crude, but he's still of that era, you know. More like a hero, soldier, or a coward spy. They're players in the game, not actual TF2 characters. Plenty of freedom. As for your detective, I'm liking it. I'd recommend try to add body movements to match what you're saying to help flow out smoother for you. Thank you. Yes, we'll absolutely do that. That's why I'm standing up today. Usually I'm not standing up, so yeah. Today is a standing up stream. All right. So yeah, come in. Guy talks about his life. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Well, since I got kicked out of police force, I opened up my own private detective agency. Yeah, it goes all right. Money's all right, and I guess I can't complain. Well, I have some things to complain about, but I've seen worse on the streets, you know. Like we always saw. Could be out there. Yeah, but on my door, dull brass plate says private detective. Few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Threats to send in the receivers just ruined my day. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, want some coffee? All right. I think we got something. I think we got something there. Hello, AFKBs. Welcome to the stream. AFKBs. That's gonna be one pissed off queen. That's not a queen pleaser. All right. All right, let's actually do some takes now. How long have I been streaming now? It's already been like half an hour. We haven't done one take. So, all right, we got to do a take. We got to do a take. All right. Okay, so let's see. Should I record the Yeah, I'll record the improvisation. I can cut it out if I want to. All right. So, take one. Hey. Yeah, come in. So, how's things been with you? Yeah. Well, they kicked me out of the police force. All that bullshit about being hard to work with. It was terrible. Anyway. Well, made a private detective agency, and money's all right. Keeps me afloat. Could be one of those unlucky bastards on the street. Well, on my door, a dull brass plate says, "Private Detective." The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. Anyway, want to go to lunch? All right. That's one take. That's one take we got. Let's have a listen. Okay. See, that's really good. You got the natural part down. Look, I know this is crazy, but do you have a Twitter or anything? I actually do a small Source Filmmaker series, and I'd love to give you a small part. Not a Twitter. I do have a Blue Sky, though. Well, I do still have a Twitter. Both are actually for my art stuff, not for any VA stuff. Let's see, I got Discord. I'm trying to think, because I don't know. I haven't set up many social accounts. I have a Newgrounds, I guess, as well. Colin Semi says, not bad. A bit of nitpicks with choice of words, but the rest is solid. What's your nitpicks? Speak your mind, friend. Speak your mind. But yeah, if any of those work for you, I'm happy to give those to you. Private Boxy. Let's see what. Yeah. No. Give me your nitpicks, Colin, because yeah. Any. That's the reason we're streaming this, so we get some second opinions. Also, I just realized how like overexposed I am. It's because I'm getting so close to like the light source. It's like it's calibrated, so I'm like when I'm standing here, it looks good, but whenever I get closer, I get a bit overexposed. Let's see. Okay, well, while people write things out, I'm gonna have a listen to the take. Let's see, and I'll because I haven't listened to it yet. Obviously outside of my own skull, because you sound different to yourself than you do on recordings. All right, so take one. Hey. Yeah, come in.
It's kind of weird not having a second person
how's
there.
Things been with you? Yeah. Well, you know, they kicked me out of the police force. All that bullshit about being hard to work with. It was terrible. Anyway. Well, made a private detective agency, and money's all right. Keeps me afloat. Could be one of those unlucky bastards on the street. Well, on my door, a dull brass plate says private detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the reptile.
I'm a bit too close to the
I
microphone.
don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. Anyway, want to go to lunch?
All right, I kind of want to emphasize ruin my day a bit more. Sounds like he's throwing it away, but that's the last like line of the actual script, so I want to actually sort of emphasize that it fucks him up. He hates that. He hates that he gets those letters. There's like resentment behind it. All right, let's see. What are you guys saying? Colin says, I'd imagine he wouldn't call the police force terrible. Probably something more personally antagonistic, like asshole. I don't think I know what I'm saying, Lil, but just a feel. Okay, yeah, I think I get what you mean. It's like it's terrible's kind of blanket, but he should, yeah. He should have a villain in mind, right? Like the chief or something that kicked him out. Boxy says, I understand. I'll make a blue sky later. When you're done, you can check out the stuff to see if you'd like to be in it. Keep up the great work, man. You got natural talent, just need practice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that. Yeah, no, I gotcha. I gotcha. We'll go with that. You know, recording in a like digital form is actually like kind of weird to me. My background's in stage stuff, so I'm used to like stage directions, which is kind of funny because stage stuff is really unnatural. Stage stuff is like you have to kind of always face the audience. There's like a rule, you don't have your back to the audience, right? You have to like get dialogue out at a certain pace, or otherwise it's just people standing there. Like, because in TV they have the camera can get different angles and stuff to add tension, but when you're on stage that doesn't really work. So you have to like force out certain things. It's a completely different beast. So yeah, doing this is a new experience. All right, I'll save that take anyway. Just in case we do go with it. I'll call it Carnby take one. All right. Never thought of that. Huh? Yeah, it's weird because I mean it's natural that you don't think of it because that's kind of the point, right? But yeah. Give me just a moment. Give me a second. How's the music, by the way? Is it too loud or is it too quiet? Again, that doesn't show up in the recording, so we don't have to worry about the music. I'm just wondering if it's like so quiet, it might as well not be there. Because I have the audio set to video games so that like they're not overpowering my voice. I don't know how it's actually going for music. Music is fine. All right, sweet, good. All right. Okay, we should get to doing another take, or otherwise we're gonna be here like forever. we're gonna be on Edward Carnby for like an hour before we even get to like a second script. All right, so guys, come in. All right, second take. Yeah, come in. Really? Man, seems like you didn't have it easy too. Yeah, well, you know when the police chief kicked me out? Goddamn asshole. You know, I really took a problem with that. Because what was I supposed to do? Just let the guy get away? These guys, they're getting too soft. I'm telling you. You know, on my door, a dull blast. Messed it up. Hold on. Actually, no. We'll scrap that up. I'm out of character now. We'll scrap that one. Hey, Ivex. Welcome back. All right. We'll jump right back into it. Not gonna waste too much. Damn it, the improv was awesome. Yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate because I got too into the improv and then not into the script. So, because again, you need to have in mind. I wasn't thinking of the brass plate. I was reading the lines. Anyway. All right. Take 3. No, we didn't take. We scrapped the take 2. So, yeah, we'll scrap any of the ones that are messed up, and we'll just call the next one take 2. I know that's not proper protocol, but I only have so much disk space. So, I mean, it shouldn't fill up from audio files, but anyway. All right, take 2. Hey. Yeah, come in. I haven't seen you in forever. Not since I got kicked out. Shit. God. That Chief Brunswick. Man, what an asshole. Did he ever struck you as an asshole? No. Well, I knew he was an asshole when I first joined. You know, he really had it out for me. I'm telling you. He wanted to fire me from the start. He was just looking for that one slip up. And the one time I did, he fires me, kicks me out. But that's why I made the private detective agency. You know, put my talents to use. You know, on my door, a dull brass plate says private detective. Few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. Well, anyway, should probably get going before the cafes close. All right. I reckon that was all right. I felt pretty into that one. I felt tired. That might be because it's nearly 10 o'clock, but also I just realized I could be completely bottomless and you guys wouldn't know because the camera doesn't go down that far. I'm not. Just that was an odd thing to say. I shouldn't have said that. No, I was just looking at the webcam and I'm like, yeah. Because you see it in comedy skits all the time. Like the news reporter with no pants on. All right, how do we feel about that take, chat? Bit of slipping up at the improv, but not bad. Yeah, there was a bit of like cloudiness to it. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just have to take your word on the bottomless part.
Is Way wearing any pants? Vote now on your phones.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I need to have a clearer picture in my mind. I think there's too much ambiguity. I don't open my letters these days without a pause would be good. Yeah. Yeah, I did pause a bit there. Yeah. Alright. I won't listen to this one. Actually, you know, just to save time, I won't listen to the takes. I'll listen to those later when I'm like editing the reel into one thing. But let me just name this real quick. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I need to make a clear picture of like what happened to Edward Carnby. Who is it that he fucking hates? What did I say? Chief Brunswick? I think I'll keep Brunswick. I think that's funny. Yeah, Chief Brunswick, fucking asshole. Fucking hate that guy. Can you believe it? Can you believe that he fucking fired me? I was the best damn detective they had in that agency. Yeah, see, I did a pause there again. Yeah, I need to loosen up. I need to loosen up. I think live streaming this has been an interesting thing because now I have like eyes on me, so I get some of the performance anxiety. You know, that's good though. Performance anxiety is good. A lot of people hate it, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It means you care about what you're doing. If you don't have performance anxiety, then that's when you start to worry. That's when you should worry because then you don't care. Or maybe you're just really, really into the role and you've been lost in it. Point is to use it. Like if you're nervous, find some way to use it in the script. I suppose maybe he's nervous about meeting this old friend. Maybe he's like, oh, this guy might like judge me. Maybe he thinks I'm a loser because I got kicked out of the force. I got to justify why I got kicked out of the force. Otherwise, this guy's gonna hate me. Maybe he stubbed his pinky toe on the way in, so he just sounds both grumpy and tired for the rest of the conversation. That'd be funny. We can add that in though. Maybe he stubbed his toe earlier this day, and he's like, "Wow, one more fucking thing that I hate. One more fucking thing to go wrong in my life. I hate it. It's everyone else's fault but mine. It's that table's fault. The table is representative of my anger towards Chief Brunswick who fired me." But also, why is he upset that he got fired? Because it doesn't make sense if he's like really apathetic that he'd be upset. Maybe it's just a pride thing. It's probably just a pride thing. Yeah. Because I was like, do I make him passionate about police work? I'm saying, nah, we won't go with that. I like the justifying idea that it would be more subtle. Yeah, it's probably something that he subconsciously does. It's probably not like a conscious thing, but it's like, yeah, this like, you know, the automatic defenses that come up in people. Yeah, I think we'll throw that in. Though it's a bit hard to do it in a subconscious way because obviously you're conscious of doing it. But yeah, all right, let's do a third take. Let's do a third take. Hey, Jason. It's been a while. Oh, anyway, come in. So, how have you been? You and that girl you met in the bar? You guys hit it off or what? Oh, really? Sounds like you have a really cushy life. No, I'm happy for you. You know, ever since Chief Brunswick, fucking asshole. You know he just did that because he fucking hates me, right? You could, yeah, you saw it too. Yeah, I think he hated the both of us. Well, anyway, so I started the private detective agency. Keep using my talents. But, yeah. Well, if you notice, on my door, the dull brass plate says private detective. Few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. Sorry, that just gets on my fucking nerves, you know? There was some pauses in that one. There's some pauses. There's some pauses, but I'll save it anyway. I think that was still like okay, but there were definitely some pauses in there that again, this is why I'm not sitting on the chair. Because it's very squeaky. I don't know if you guys have noticed in like previous streams, but Carnby take 3. Let's see. I'd say he's hurt, so he acts apathetic, but he ends up wanting to justify things anyway. Yeah. It's probably the vibe we should go for. At the end, reminded me of Waiter, a Walter White's brother-in-law, Hank. I haven't actually watched Breaking Bad. I need to though. I've only watched the first episode, and then I was like, man, this is a long series. I don't have time to watch this. I'd say with some editing, it's usable. Not sure because it's pretty solid. All right. Well, that's take 3. Let's see. Should do a few more takes. Maybe 2. A couple more takes. Couple is 2. A few is 4. People didn't know. Actually, I don't know about the few thing. I'm pretty sure few means 4, but couple means 2. But they're used interchangeably. That's just a little like English thing that's been colloquialized. You know, couple could mean like 1 to 5. I learned that from my mom growing up, because I would want like biscuits and stuff. I'd be like, oh mom, can I have one? And she'd be like, oh, only a couple. And then I'd be like, oh well, couple could mean like 1 to 5, so I'm gonna take like 3, knowing full well that she's gonna be like, no, a couple is 2. You can't have. Few means 4. I didn't know that. I'm actually not sure on that one, but I know a couple means 2. Because yeah, again, my mom was like, no, couple means 2. You can have 2. And then she'd just start saying you can have 2. Because then there's no room for confusion or abuse, not abuse, but misconstruing. But yeah, I used to, that's where I found that out from. I suppose it makes sense because you call it like a couple, like a love couple. It's 2 people. It's a couple. So anyway, completely off topic. Few can mean like 2 to 10 of something, like I'm gonna send a few soldiers to that position. Oh, okay, yeah. So probably the 4 thing isn't definitive. Okay, I kind of want to change the direction here a bit, because okay, we have 3 takes now of like a sort of same take on Carnby. So I'm gonna change the story a bit. All right, see you, Colin. I'm gonna change the story a bit for the improv part. So we're talking to see, do we actually go with the therapist thing? That'd be funny, though. I don't think it would make much sense for this script. Maybe. Oh, excuse me. I gotta think. Let me think about this. Yeah, old friend or I feel like a client's the next most likely thing. Also, it's getting cold in this room, so I'm gonna turn on the heater. Thankfully, it's very quiet. It's like a sun. Where did I put the remote? There it is. Okay. So, jeez. It's 14 degrees in here, apparently. I thought it was getting cold. But yeah, thankfully that heater is very quiet. So unlike my aircon unit, which I think, yeah, you can see it right there next to the window. That's a very noisy unit. Streaming in summer is terrible because I always turn that off and then I die. Okay. All right. So I think maybe we're like trauma dumping on a client. Like Carnby's like a lonely guy. He doesn't have any people to talk to. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to go with that take. I'm going to go with that sort of take on Carnby. Let's say someone's come in asking me to watch I don't know, watch their uncle. I mean, it was an uncle in the actual Alone in the Dark, but someone's asked me to watch their uncle, follow him around because they think he's getting tied up in stuff that he shouldn't be. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, take 4. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yep. And do you have a photo of him or physical description I can go off? Right. You know, on my door, a dull brass plate says Private Detective. Few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. Anyway, sorry. Back to your uncle. I understand you're really concerned about him. When was he last seen? Alright. Yeah. I feel like that was a bit flat. I feel like there was a good flow there, but it was probably a bit flat. Like it was all on one level, didn't really dip back and forth. I feel like the other ones were more dynamic. Yeah, I think. Yeah, well, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Carnby, take 4. Well, does this sound more realistic? Yeah, maybe. Because yeah, I guess would he be having a huge fluctuation in emotions during this? He probably wouldn't. Especially if he's trying to be apathetic, like in our first like interpretation. So yeah, it might be more realistic even if it's all on the one level. Yeah. I find the transition from the improv to the script a bit awkward. Saying on my door a dull brass plate like right after taking notes on somebody is a bit it's a bit unnatural. So maybe I'll scrap the client idea. Actually, I've got an idea. Maybe Because, okay, we know in the game he's going to Derceto, the Derceto house, where, I forget his name, but he's killed himself in the attic or something. Emily Hartwood's uncle. Maybe there's still police on the scene or something, and they're asking what the hell I'm doing here. And I give them like a sarcastic answer, like, well, on my door, a dull brass plate says private detective. And I kind of go into like a spiel from that. I think that'll work. I'm talking to like some cops that are on the scene. And yeah, let's for this take, let's scrap the whole backstory that he was a cop. Maybe he thinks he's too good to be a cop. It's like, yeah, no, I don't need the force. I'm better off by myself. Let's go with that kind of attitude this time. Yeah, so really kind of up the arrogance on this one. I wanna up the arrogance on this one. So really sarcastic, really sort of I'm better than you. Yeah, we'll do that. So, all right, take 5. Huh? What do you mean I can't go in? I was hired by Emily Hartwood. Well, on my door, a dull brass plate says private detective. Few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. So are you gonna let me in? I reckon that one was okay. Let's see. Hold on. I do think not having a solid other person to talk to takes away from the characterization, which you have to compensate with the improv. Yeah. That's the downside though. that's just gonna come with voice acting though, because you're not gonna have another person always with you. You know, to be that other person. So, I mean, unless you get really like in it with another VA, you guys have like similar schedules and can sort of work off that. I don't know. Maybe on this journey, if we meet a good friend, we can have them guest and we can. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, all right. We'll save that one. The cop is thinking, I don't care about your mails, bro. Move. Yeah, probably. You could be in VC in your server. Yeah, I could. But I always have Discord closed when I stream because I don't like the notifications coming up. I know that there's the streamer mode. I don't know if it's just an OCD thing or whatever. All right, take 5. Do I want one more take of this? All right, one more take immediately into it. We're not gonna plan too much. I'm just gonna go off the cuff. For this one. We're gonna just see where it goes. True improv, no planning. Take 6. Hey. What do you mean, what am I doing here? Doing the same thing as you guys. You guys think you're really hot shit, huh? Well, let me tell you. On my door, a dull brass plate says private detective. Few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. And let me tell you, I don't think you want to ruin my day. So, either you let me in, or we're going to have a bit of trouble. I don't know. let's save that one. Carnby, take 6. All right, that's it for Carnby. I like that last part. maybe if we go with take 6, we'll leave it in. Maybe, we'll see. Okay, all right. So that's all I want to do for Carnby, because again, this is meant to be making a reel. We're not just doing one thing. So now I need some other scripts now, because that's the only one I planned for today. I was like, okay, I want chat to have a bit of a say in some stuff that we do. So yeah, anyone got any suggestions for any properties? Doesn't even need to be any specific like script, even if you just like want to think of a property. Also, I'm a bit Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. Okay. All right, give me a moment. Go for the classic and go Sans Undertale. Sans Undertale, huh? How would that go? I'm trying to think how that would go. Like what part were you thinking? Like end of genocide route Sans, or like I'm having a chill time and eating a burger Sans? Hey buddy. Be kind of goofy. Hey buddy, chill time. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, well, you know, my brother Papyrus, he really wants see, it's kind of going into a Seymour Skinner there. Oh, bone jokes? No. I was telling old jokes. Or Medic's first lines in Meet the Medic if you want to try accents. Oh boy. German accent. Could I do a German accent? Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license. I suppose we could try that. See, the dinner with Sans before the core part would be nice. Ooh, that, yeah, okay. All right. I know what part you're talking about. Okay, maybe we'll do the medic at some point, but all right. Let me find again, I think the harder part about this is going to be actually like finding the script online. I'm sure there's like some long play of it that I can use to find it, but let's see. All right, one moment. Sans dinner scene. Sans dinner scene. Dinner at Sans. 9 years ago. When did Undertale release? 2015. Jeez. Yeah, Undertale's nearly 10 years old. Jesus. That does not feel that long ago that game came out. I remember when it first came out and people were like, "Oh, dude, you need to play Undertale. It's this really crazy game. A lot of Homestuck and like humor in it." And I was like, I never read Homestuck. I have now. I read it late. But okay, so this is gonna be interesting. I might need to sit down for a second here. All right. So you guys are just gonna have to look at my forehead for a bit. So let me just. Well, here we are. All right, let me get a notepad up so I can type this out. Text editor. Okay, new document. Sorry for the subpar view. Yeah, because we will need to sort of type this out. Save as Sans script. Actually, wait, before I waste my time doing that, Sans dinner script. Just in case someone's actually under. Wait. There's a GitHub page. Aaron Alfie's. Oh. Wait. Okay, hold on. This hushbugger.github.io. All right. This might have. Just depends if this is in order or not. Hold on. Sans. Looking for Sans. Jesus, Sans is mentioned. I was unaware of how many times Sans' name is mentioned in Undertale. Jesus. Wait. There's only 6 matches? Wait. No, I've just been cycling through the same ones. Okay, maybe this isn't the best the best thing to use. Dinner with Sans. Sans dinner. Oh god, it's a fandom page. Okay, that was not useful. Dinner with Sans. Yeah, I might just. Yeah, I think I need to just type this out. Unfortunate, but all right, it's fine. So how does it start? Well, here we are. Sonic Adventure. Oh no, it's here we are. It's okay. It's all right. We're not going for like overly long scripts, so. Let's see, well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? Committing the cardinal sin of writing Sans dialogue with capital letters. Almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Sorry if this is a bit of a boring segment. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Maybe sometimes that's certainly a Sans thing to say. Maybe sometimes. Better to take what's given to you. Do we want to go past that? Yeah, the Carnby one's longer than that. I want them to be around the same length. Down here you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do? Don't remember where it goes from here. It's been a while since I played Undertale. Is what you have to do really worth it? I'm gonna shorten that. Because it seems like he's meant to take a pause there because I forgot what it's called when there's 3 dots, but I'm just gonna make it a comma. That might be a good end to that script. Wait, actually, maybe it's not that long. Forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. Sorry, I cannot see chat right now, so I don't know what you guys are saying. If you're saying anything. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we're gonna end it before he tells the story. I'll go for now, have fun. Oh, see ya, Ivex. All right. Okay, we got that. What the hell is that? Huh. I just saw a weird graphic on my screen. Don't worry about it. All right. Okay. So get this over here. There's a very particular way I've set up my screen. That right, let me fix up the microphone again. Okay. So I imagine we're doing like typical like goofy-ish Sans. Or do we want another take on him? Are we going the actual subtext route of like he knows what's going on, or well this is a scene from the pacifist route anyway, huh? We sort of already know the backstory of Sans, ish, kind of. Not prior to the events of the game, but I mean we do have that too, but it's not stuff that I'm overly familiar with. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what kind of deep voice, because there's like the epic kind of deep voice, or there's the goofy voice. It's more chill, a bit of a goofy uncle. Yeah, I'm a goofy uncle. Yeah. You know, if you want to go to McDonald's, I can take you. Yeah, you want to go to McDonald's? Yeah, don't tell your parents though. I know I'm the cool uncle. I know I'm the cool one. What do we think of that? Colin, I think you're my only director at the moment. See, this was all a ploy. I'm all you guys are unpaid labor to be a director. Unironically, I can see him saying that. Yeah, yeah, that was hopefully the point. Well, hey, I know a shortcut. Well, here we are. So, journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Nah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. I don't know. Is that too goofy? I mean, I know it's a goofy game, so you kind of have to do it. I like the comic dubs where they don't give Sans an overly deep voice that doesn't sound too strained. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I would do that. Maybe I'll try and play it more natural. I'm gonna try and do it like in a deep level, but not like a voice or anything. Just sort of how I would normally talk. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Ah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think of that, Colin? I actually don't know how many people are watching this right now. There's no counter with the current setup I have. Big Big You know what the big challenge with this stream is not having a lot of silent parts, because then I'm just standing there and I feel awkward. see. Well, I'm still in the process. While you type that out, I'm still in the process of like kind of moving back into my home. If people don't remember, October was spent from a share house because this place caught on fire. Not in this room, but elsewhere. It was toxic, so we couldn't move back in. But I'm hoping to get my CDs and stuff because a lot of the stuff is still packed in a box. But hopefully this shelf will be more populated in the future. But yeah, there's not really much there at the moment. But yeah, I hope to get my CDs, maybe my Xbox 360 games. It's probably the only console I really like collected a lot of games for. Let's see. I still don't know what I'm saying, but just off feelings alone, try a bit deeper than that, but also more natural. I don't think you need to make it too goofy. Also, your home caught fire. Yeah. Last year, around this time last year, my house caught fire. I wasn't actually home for it. Yeah. But thankfully, it only affected one place in the house. In terms of like the fire, it affected everywhere in terms of smoke and water damage and stuff. But that's why last October's stream marathon was from a share house and not here. But anyway, that's against the point. We're getting off topic. All right, so deeper, not too goofy, just deeper. We'll go with that. All right. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Nah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. How do you feel on that one? Also, I need a drink. Hold on. Where's my bottle? I brought a bottle. Because I knew I would probably need it. Okay. Really solid? You like that? Alright. We'll go with that one.
We'll just go with that take. Nice and deep, but not goofy. Not goofy. All right. Well, we know the what comes before this scene. So, I gotta think of bone jokes. I gotta fill my head with bone jokes, even though we don't tell any jokes in this scene. You know, I was feeling kind of bony earlier today. Oh, it's kind of going goofy now. No, I need to know how to reel that in a little bit. But yeah, anyway. All right, take one for Sans. Hey kid, I'm glad you made it. I know a shortcut if you just come around here. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Nah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. You're paying for dinner, though. All right, how do we feel about take one? I tried to keep it like our practice go. I don't know if I maybe dipped a little too much into goofy there, but
Sans, take 1. Well, nice. Okay, sweet. See, I'm trying to think, because Sans is the thing about Sans is that he's such an established character that it's hard to like do different takes on him. Because Carnby is like a bit ambiguous. Like he's there, like that is pretty much all the character we get for Carnby in the first Alone in the Dark. The rest is up to our imagination. Sans, it's like we know who Sans is. I think a little more laid back would fit that scene. Okay, all right. Yeah, just yeah. You know, it's up to you what you do. It's up to you. You know, don't let old Sans tell you what to do. I don't want to be a bone in your side. All right. That one sucks because that's not even the expression. It's a thorn in your side, not a bone. All right, take 2. Wait, take 2. I didn't start recording. Oh, glad you made it. Hey, I know a shortcut around this way if you, or if you want to go the long way, it's up to you. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Oh, maybe it's... No, not that one. Scrap that one. No good. No good. No good. All right, new take 2. Take 2, Sans. Oh, kid, you made it. You want to grab something to eat? Oh, I know a shortcut. Follow me. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Yeah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. Alright, how was that? Was that laid back? That laid back enough? I feel like it was still a bit like the first take. It was kind of samey. What do you think? See, I should have set the stream to like super low latency. It's already on low latency, but I should have set it on like super low latency. Had it stream at like 720. Because you guys don't... Visuals aren't important. Oh, wait, hold on. Next take. Sans would wear these. Yeah, Sans would probably wear these. Yeah, you know, kid. I got these new shades, and Papyrus doesn't really like them. What do you think of them? Oh, you do like them. Well, I sure hope you're being honest. Well, you I have to worry about. But you can see right through me. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do it the same way? Laid back. Yeah, we'll do another laid back one for the third go around. Let me save this one. Sans take 2. Take dos. Not meaning to dictate too much, but for the sake of feedback, I do think you should maintain your voice around the same octave more. Okay. All right. Yeah, no worries. Do not apologize for any feedback. That's what you guys are here for. That's why I'm streaming this and not just doing it in my own time. Because I want this to be good. I want this to be good. Like, because as an actor, right, you need to know how to take directions. So you guys are the directors today, right? I gotta follow your directions. And yep, he would wear the wear them glasses. Yeah, he would. Yeah, we'll keep him on for the rest of the Sans recording. But yeah, all right. So I got an acting exercise for you guys. You guys are our director. I'm your voice actor, and you need to tell me what you want out of this take, and I need to try and follow that. That's we're doing a little bit of role play tonight, guys. That's our little side acting gig. But all right, try and keep the same octave. All right, I'll give that a go. Literally zero experience on this, but hey ho. No, you have plenty experience. You've been in this industry for 20 years. You're the best of the best. You're the best of the best director. I'm your voice actor. You know how to get the best out of me. That's your role today. You're like those job applications that demand like 20 years experience, but like you're only 20, so it's like quite impossible to have that amount of experience. Anyway. Okay. All right. We're on take 3 now, right? Take 3. Yeah. Take 3 for Sans. Oh, hey kid. You made it. Want to grab a bite to eat? I know a good place. Here, follow me. I know a shortcut. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you really have to do worth it? Forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. Feels a bit gloomy in that one. It's like he's sad. Oh, yeah. You really have to do that? Okay. All right. We'll save that one anyway. Sans take 3. Because the big thing I need to learn is not to be so much of a perfectionist. So I'm still gonna save these kind of like the ones that I don't really like, just based on what I heard myself. Because who knows? Maybe there's something good in there. All right, I'm gonna try and do the same thing, like you said, the whole keeping the same octave, but I'm gonna try not to sound like too gloomy. Let me do a few practice ones of that, because I feel like that's gonna take a bit to get used to. Well, here we are. So your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though maybe it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? No, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. I feel like it could be a little bit more upbeat again. Well, here we are. So your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know. No, it's going downwards again. It's going downwards. His mood's souring. His mood's souring. We don't want that. We want a good, nice Sans. Okay. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, buddo. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Ah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. I think that was a lot better. He didn't sound sad. He didn't sound sad for that one. Something like that? What do you think? What do you think, Colin? Because I'm pretty sure you're the only guy here. So, oh, hold on. Just to make sure. It's on top chat again instead of live chat. I know it's probably not going to make much of a difference right now, but I still prefer it on live chat, not top chat. I don't know why it defaults to that. It's such a... You would think it would default to live chat. I don't know. Just another questionable decision by Google. By Google. You know, Google's a really... I don't know how I feel about Google, but you know, if I could get down to the bone on their business practices, you know, I feel like I'd be a pretty good CEO. Yeah. Can you see it now, Sans Undertale? CEO of Google? I think that'd be a good job for me. I can sit there and pretend to work. That's what I'm best at. I do feel like it's kind of going into Goofy again. There's a little bit of Goofy in it. Let's see. I think it's usable enough. All right. Let's see. Usable enough, though. Do we want usable enough or do we want good? We want good. We want good. We can also just like come back to this if we want. That's another idea. We can like come back to it. Find some other scripts and like come back later. Because maybe it's like, yeah. I think we'll do that. We'll sit on that for a little bit, and then we'll come back to Sans. Yeah. We can do that if this is hard to hit. Yeah, I think we'll take a bit of a break from Sans. So let me take these off. We'll take a bit of a break from Sans, and we'll find another character to do. What's another character? I kind of want to do something that's not a character, maybe a narrator or something. I'm thinking like the Elder Scrolls games, like Morrowind. The intro of Morrowind is not voiced, if I remember correctly. It's just text that comes on the screen, but that might work. Or even the king, like Patrick Stewart in Oblivion. He was the king, right? I know Patrick Stewart was in Oblivion. I don't know if he was the king, though. He was somebody in that game. Also, I like Patrick Stewart. Picard's... Actually, no, it's a bit... See, I never watched Star Trek in order. I just know some episodes. So a lot of the names, but my favorite captain... it's the captain of Voyager. But I like Picard as well. I think it's just Picard's so iconic. Haven't seen that, but I want to see how that goes. Okay. Let me see if I can find the intro script for Oblivion. Intro script Oblivion. It's probably gonna come up with some like mod scripts or something. Uriel Septim's speech at the beginning of Oblivion. What do we have? Okay, good. Someone has written this down, so I don't need to like work my ass off trying to type this out. Okay, it is the king that does the intro. I don't think the king was Patrick Stewart. I think that was someone else, but I think Patrick Stewart is in Oblivion somewhere. I think, yeah, I don't remember. Let's see. It's gonna be a booming voice. It's gonna be that of a king. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be epic. I'm telling you an epic tale of my life. Alright, so the script is, I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of the last seed. Wait, 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh. 433. I'm going to need to look up how to pronounce Akatosh. These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life. All right. Where's my phone? Give me a second. You might hear buzzing. I'm just going to warn you now. You might hear buzzing because my microphone does not have the EMF protection. Or whatever it's called when stuff gets too close to it, so you might hear some buzzing. I apologize if it's loud. Akatosh. Right. Narrating a Kurtz. Oh, that's a German word that I don't know how to pronounce. Kurtz. Video might be a fun idea, or David Attenborough. No one can top David Attenborough. If I do David Attenborough, all they're gonna see in that reel is like, oh, he's trying to do David Attenborough. Well, no one's gonna beat David Attenborough. You want me to take on the king of nature documentaries? I don't think I can do that. Akatosh. Okay, Elder Scrolls Rookie. Is there a way? Is there a thing on how to pronounce it? The Dragon of Time. Actually, I should familiarize myself what Akatosh means. You shouldn't say things in a script if you don't know what they mean. Because I'm not too familiar with the Elder Scrolls games, other than Morrowind and Skyrim, because those were the two I played. Oblivion I want to play. I want to do an Oblivion thing. Maybe not the remaster, because I know I already own the original, and I don't really want to spend much money on the remaster. Akatosh, the Dragon God of Time, is the chief deity of the Divines, the official religion of the human empires throughout much of Tamriel's history. Okay, so he's kind of like a god, I guess. But I know who you're talking about with the first. I just don't know actually how to pronounce that. That's the sort of infographic channel, isn't it? Like, if the world were to go on to, if the United States were to go to war with Brazil, this is how it would go. Is one of those? I'm pretty sure I know which channel that is. Okay, so we know what Akatosh is. What if I look up pronunciation? Pronunciation. Yeah, that. Okay. How to pronounce Akatosh. How to pronounce.com. Alright. Let's see what this is.
Akatosh.
Akatosh. Okay, so it's how I thought it was. Alright, back onto airplane mode you go. I turn it on to airplane mode to make sure it doesn't interfere. Alright, let's do a few practices. I sort of already know what kind of voice I want to do for this. But again, if anyone has any feedback, feel free. Open your mind and tell me. I won't be hurt, I promise. Let's see. Alright, so this. I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of the last seed, the year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours of my life.
I mean, I stifled a bit there, but we weren't doing a take. We were doing a. I think I need to practice this one a bit more. I'm not, because this one I'm less familiar with than the first two. So like, okay, I know Tamriel is like a region. So I know that much. I need a vision of Tamriel. Tamriel, medieval city, great big city. I want to think like medieval version of New York, right? It's a great big city, but it's medieval. I think that was solid. All right, awesome. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler. Okay, so this is a guy that's been kind of cursed with kinghood. So I imagine he never got to live like a life that he wanted. He probably wanted to be an adventurer, but he had to stick around for his people. Probably made him miserable. Might sound a bit in grief at the last hour of my life part. Yeah, true. Sounds kind of poetic. Yeah. I feel like there's probably two ways to do that. Like he's either in grief about it, or he's like, this is my fate. This is what's gonna happen. I gotta remember that this guy's a bit older too. So, I mean, it's a bit hard to make yourself sound older, but the 27th of last seed. Okay, I need to find out what that means because I don't know what that means. What does 27th of last seed mean? Oh yeah, it's on airplane mode. Sorry if you hear the buzzing again. Sorry. 27th of last seed. Seventh of last seed. Oblivion calendar. Let's see. Third era, second seed. More. Okay. There's an actual like Oblivion calendar. Morning Star, Sun's Dawn, second seed, mid-year, Heartfire, Frostfall, Morning Star, Sun. Okay. Still don't really know what that means. Okay, so I know it's a calendar thing. So last seed is... I can find second seed here, but not any last seed. Well, okay, well we know it's a calendar. It's the 27th on that. It kind of sounds... Last seed's probably a month. We'll say that. It's probably the last time you can plant crops. That's why it's the last seed. And like have a chance of surviving the winter. So it's like on the cusp of winter, maybe. The year of Akatosh. Yeah, okay, so it's maybe after this dragon's fallen or been birthed. 433 years afterwards. Okay, that's pretty easy. These are the closing days of the third era. The third era. Third era of what? Exactly. We gotta decide on that. These are the closing days of the third era. Closing days of the third era. These are the closing days of the third era. Third era of his rule? Maybe? Because this guy's 87. That's like 3 eras worth of life. Maybe? I think we'll go with that. Yeah, third era of his rule, I think. The third... No. No. I mean, good that it's the closing days of it rather than the beginning, but... Okay. Let me do another practice. I want to... Maybe I'll make him a bit scratchier, because he's aged, you know? I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold! In darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours of my life. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll tone back the scratchiness a bit, because I feel like if it's too scratchy, it kind of sounds like a brawler rather than an old guy. Let me try balancing that out. Let's see. I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold! In darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of the last seed. The year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours of my life. Do we drop the scratchiness? I don't know about the scratchiness. I'm a bit here and there on the scratchiness. Well, what's the consensus? By consensus, I mean, what do you think, Colin? Because you're, again, probably the only one here. I got my Sonic water bottle today. I think either scratching or not is fine. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll do a Sonic script. Because I want to steer away from it, like really distinctive voices, because when you do distinctive voices, it's like you're trying to do an impression. And from what I understand, a lot of people aren't looking for impressions; they're looking for, sort of original stuff, but more so just like more freedom. Because when you're doing an impression, you're playing a character, whereas if you're doing like your own thing, you're sort of more authentic. At least that's what I think. Not actually sure, but both sound epic. All right, we'll do one with, one without, maybe a few with, some without. I'll do not scratchy first for the first take. Just the deep booming voice, as much as I can muster. For yeah, I'm telling you an epic story of my life, but I'm gonna die soon, so I'm really sad about it. And you know, Tamriel really is where I like to spend my life. Do we want an accent as well? I'm gonna try another practice. It's still deep, but I'm gonna do like an English accent for it. We'll try that. I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold! In darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours of my life. Accent or no accent? What do we think about the English? Sprinkle a bit of English in there, because people associate like feudalism with Europe. I feel like using my regular accents a little bit. Not gonna lie, that hits harder. All right. So all right. We'll keep the British. Keep the British. We'll do it. And I'm a high Englishman. I speak proper, not like those ruffians down the street. Yeah, we'll keep the English. I think that's fun. All right. Well, I think we should do a take. We'll do not scratchy with the English accent. I think that's what we'll do. I don't think we'll do improvisation for this one. I think we'll just go straight into it.
because I feel like he's right about to give a speech, right? So there wouldn't be any talking before. He's just going up and he's making a speech. All right. What's this guy's name again? Uriel Septim. Right. Uriel Septim, take one.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life.
Okay, I feel pretty good about that one. That one's being saved right away. Uriel Septim, take one. We'll go with that. Noise. Okay. All right. Okay, let's take one. Let's see. We'll do. Let's see. Do we do one without the accent? Or I might do scratchy, a bit scratchy with the English accent. I don't know. Let me do a practice to see if I can pull that off.
I was born at 87 years ago. For 65 years, I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life.
I don't know. It's kind of difficult to pull off. Like, the scratchiness makes it harder to project the English accent out. But I don't know how that sounded to you guys. How did that sound? If that sounded good to you, I'll do a take like that. Well, we'll give that one a go. If that's if that's deemed all right by chat. And again, by chat I mean Colin. I'm singling you out. I think it's worth doing a take on that. All right, we'll do that as the second take. All right, Uriel Septim, take two.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold! In darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh, 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life.
Yeah. I'll save it. Just as so we have it, just in case I listen back and I'm like, yeah, this was all right. You know, maybe pretty sick. All right. Let's do a take three. Take three. I'm just gonna do no scratchy, no accent. I'm just gonna do like the just my normal voice, but really deep.
I'm gonna really bring it down. There's a bit of Duke Nukem in there now.
It'd be kind of hard to find a script for Duke Nukem, considering it's just like one-liners. Just do it. Just do a bunch of ad lib of like one-liners.
Like, damn, those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride. And you know who those alien bastards also took? My women. And you know who dies if they take our chicks? Those alien bastards.
I do like doing Duke Nukem, but I like again that's another distinctive voice, so that's more of an impression than it is like a take, if that makes sense. I do kind of want to do impressions, but I don't know. I feel like it's probably not appropriate for a reel. It'd be funny though. Maybe we'll slip in one or two. I don't know. All right. Let's do another one. Let's take three. Take three now. Take three. Wait. Hold on. What are we on? Yeah, take three. We're on take three. Okay. Uriel Septum, take three.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
No, I don't like that already. I kind of forced the deepness instead of like going into it. I already don't like that. Uriel Septum, take three.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I've seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours of my life.
I didn't really like that. We'll save it anyway. I didn't really like that though. I feel like the first two takes were a lot better than that. Alright. Yeah, I feel like the first two were a lot better. I like the accent. That'll probably make it a bit different to the others as well. Yeah, I like the early ones more. Yeah. I'm not really sure how else I could play with this, because it's like you can't really do it as like a different voice, like not making it deep, you know, because then it doesn't sound cool. then I just sound I just sound like a guy. It's like, well, I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor, you know. We might leave Uriel Septum there again. If we want to do more takes of him, then we'll do that. But for now, yeah, we'll hold on. My lips are getting dry. I have lip balm around here somewhere. Actually, I think it's in the pocket of this. Yes, it is. All right, give me just a moment. Happens whenever I speak too much. Just a dude in a job interview. Yeah, dude, I've seen the Gates of Oblivion. I've seen whatever, like, stuff that no one should see, you know? Like, that's no good. Like, zoinks. I still have the Sans dinner script up. Sick resume, man. Yeah, 87 years as a king. That'll look pretty good on a resume, I'd say. You know? I think Hollow Knight's lore tablet might also be good, since they don't really have any voices to them. Ooh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. And that will probably be on a wiki somewhere, so I don't need to write them down. I don't know if any of them are long enough for a take, though. We'll find out. Hollow Knight lore tablets. Lore tablets. Hollow Knight. What voice would we do for these, though? Haunting? It's a very haunting game, so they should be pretty haunting. City of Tears, Soul Sanctum. Let's see, higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. Should probably be something like that. Something haunting, something creepy, a little bit creepy. Preaching voice of a priest. Ooh, that's also a good idea. I like that idea. All right, hold on. A true servant gives all for the kingdom. Let Hollownest's pale king relieve you of your burden. See, like that. I'm thinking of like TV evangelists, though. You know, well, if I don't know, if your kids are acting up, you should turn them over to God. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter, none shall leave. Memorial to the Hollow Knight, in the black vault far above. Through its sacrifice, Hollownest lasts eternal. I don't know. Never went to church very much, so I'm trying to envision a priest preaching to me, preaching the word of God. You know, it's funny actually that you mentioned that, because in one of these acting classes I was talking about, right? Someone in the class was a bit nervous about being like this highly religious character, like they're crazy religious, not like devout, but like they're devout, but they're crazy devout. Where, yeah, she was like really nervous about it. So we all got up and had to do like an evangelist preacher thing. And again, right, I live in Australia and I have a very American sounding accent. And everyone kind of stopped and we're like, you do that a bit too well. I think it's the American accent. So that was just a funny story. Oh wait, Memorial to the Hollow Knight's probably the title of it, huh? Record Alba, record sent. Okay, yeah, those are the titles. Spare thought for those consumed. Through their grace we are evolved. No plague of mind shall overcome us now. See, preacher. Spare the thought for those consumed. Through their grace we are evolved. No plague of mind shall overcome us now. I gotta think like inspirational. I'm trying to inspire a crowd, right? Spare the thought for those consumed. Through their grace we are evolved. No plague of mind shall overcome us now. I don't know. Because we have like our epic voice for Uriel. That we did do a English accent for that, so this could be a good way to get just my natural accent in. The mind limits us so. How to break past its constraints? To attain a pure focus? Is it even possible? I'm just reading off this wiki page. Let's see. For all your mapping supplies, we will open soon. I should do that one. That one would be funny. King's Pass. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. You're great. Oh, actually, there's variety in here, so we might not do those ones from earlier. Hold on. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream of. Okay, so this is someone talking to like a higher being. I'm thinking, going kind of back to the English thing a bit like an English peasant. Can you spare a quid? Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and ye shall achieve feats of which others can only dream of. He's still a bit like high English though. I need to open my palette a bit more for like the sort of poorer class of English. Like, they not London. I'm talking about the streets of not London though, not Northern Irish. I don't know if I can do Irish. I don't know if I can do Irish. I'm not confident in my Irish. Let me think. Yeah, you want me to go to Ireland? I don't know about that. Hold on, I need like a reference. I do this for my art, so I gotta do it for my voice acting too. Oh, hold on, Duolingo's mad at me. Let me just do a quick lesson. Cause it's nearly midnight. Give me a second to do a lesson. I'm just gonna do like 1, 2, 3, so that I can get through it fast. So I'm not wasting too much time on this. I do have streak freezes, but I would rather not use them. All right, that's done. I should look up Irish on here. Yeah, see, appease the green burb. Yeah, he's been appeased. He's been appeased. All right. All right, cool. That's over. We can get back to business. Irish accent. Guide to Irish. Dublin. Dublin. Let's. Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna mute that. No, we don't want any free advertising here. All right, so this video that I'm listening to is Dublin Accent by Michael Yelmick.
From Dublin, right? Yeah. And what is your favorite place in Dublin? From all the city, what is your favorite place?
Oh, what's my favorite place in Dublin? That's a hard one.
What's my favorite place in Dublin? That's a hard one. Yeah, I suppose I could try and do an Irish. Like once you get into it. I imagine like if any Irish people like watch any English people as well for that matter, if they watch this, they're probably cringing. They're like, no, we don't sound like that. Happens a lot with Aussies. Despite living here for so long, I still have not adopted the Australian accent. Was like I can do one, but it's good to Americans. It is not good to Australians. There's a big difference, right? Because any Aussie accent that like Americans hear and like usually associate are like Queenslander accents here, right? It's the really thick accent. But most people have like more subtle like Aussie accents. Like, if you go into the "G'day, mate," that's more of English. I think because I was doing English recently, I'm probably going to lapse into English. But, "Hi, mate." I don't know much past that, but yeah. See, I'm going back into English. That's the hard thing, right? Between swapping with the accents, you sort of flip flop, right? "G'day, mate. Yeah, I heard you needed a..." Yeah, see, I'm going in English again. Because, like, obviously the origin is English and Scot and Irish and stuff, but it's hard to swap between those, like, in quick succession. Because your palate gets used to doing it one way, and then you can't do it again. I don't know much accents myself. It's crazy to see how people can juggle, like, dozens of them. Yeah, right? Right? I don't get it. But, yeah, let's see. All right. Anyway, Dublin accent. Hold on, let me listen to this guy again.
Dublin, right? And what is your favorite place in Dublin? From all the city, what is your favorite place?
Oh, what's my favourite place in Dublin? That's a hard one.
What's my favourite place in Dublin? That's a hard one. Hi, beings. These words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which only others can dream. See, I don't know about including like an accent that I can't easily get into, because then I'm thinking about the accent rather than getting into the character. Let me practice this a few times. We'll go at that for a little bit, and then yeah, if I can't get into it, we'll scrap it. But if I can, then we'll give it a go. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, you shall achieve feats of which only others can dream. Hello. Hey SG. Hey SG, how you going? How you going? Hey, this is a camera stream today. But hey, the regulars are here. SG. Actually no, the regulars aren't here. Winged Fish isn't here. I'm good. How's it going? It's going all right. We got how many characters have we done yet? We've done Edward Carnby Sans and Uriel Septim from Oblivion. So we're on a fourth one. These are like lore tablets from Hollow Knight. I'm trying to do an Irish accent without getting like too in my head about it, because the thing with doing accents in acting is like, because you want to be thinking about what you're saying and why you're saying it, rather than, you know, the accent and trying to keep the accent, because then it's a bit inauthentic. But let me try another one. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Is that stilted? I feel like it's a little bit stilted, but I don't know if that's just like inherent to the accent or not. Let me listen to this guy again.
Why?
Swords, where we're from.
Oh, that's nice. That's near the
Swords,
airport.
where we're
No, I
from.
like Hout.
But what do you think, like, in 20 years, Dublin's gonna call Dublinski, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you keep it Irish?
We'll keep it Irish. Yeah.
We'll keep it Irish. Yeah, we'll keep it Irish. Does sound a bit forced. Yeah. We'll keep it Irish. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Within our lands. Oh wait, hold on. That's a different one. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which only others can only dream of. I do think it can be done with enough toning, but it would be hard to juggle. Yeah. Because that's another thing, right? If I include a lot of stuff that's like hard for me to do in the reel, and people are like, "Oh, can you do that?" I'm gonna be like, "Oh." But then again, that's a challenge, and it might just be something you get better with time. So, yeah. Hiya beings, hiya beings, hiya beings. These words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Right, I think I'm getting into it a little bit. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Higher higher beings. Hiya beings. I'm here to tell you some lore. All right, I reckon we'll try one. We'll try one. Did I close Audacity? I did. I did stupid. Guys, it was so stupid. How did I do it? Guys, we should do a mobster. Maybe we'll do a mobster later on. Maybe yeah, we should find a mobster. We'll do a mobster accent. I don't know, boss. What do you think?
I shouldn't do other accents, and because I'm gonna throw myself off. The Irish role I may or may not be on. I don't know. Ask someone that's actually from Ireland. Hiya beings. These words are for you alone. Within our lands. I'm reading the second one again. Oh well. Hold on. Hi beings. These words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Could have been a contender. That was a bit English how I said that. It could have been a contender. Yeah, Dublin's a nice place. I could have been a contender. Could have. But let me tell you, that space is mighty. It's mighty competitive. Don't really know what to do. I feel like they always have the upward inflection. You know, is going up. Having a bit of an upward inflection. Tell you the truth, I wasn't actually born here in Dublin. I was born in England. I don't know when you tried Mobster. That I could have been a contender. Oh, that was Aussie. What the hell am I doing? What was the Mobster one? Yeah, boss. I could have been a contender. Yeah. It's still like going back into really awkward Aussie. Nah. Hi beings. These words are for you alone. I know you're hearing this a lot. I'm trying to like get the accent into me. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul. You shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. See, I want to listen to more videos, but on the other hand, I kind of don't. Because you're never going to get really that close unless you get like a voice coach in. Or spend a lot of time practicing. I don't mind, it takes practice, yeah. Hiya beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Marks you, oh marks you, fuck, I'm messing it up now. Hiya beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Amogus. Amogus. Okay. Alright, let's do a take. Let's do a take. King's Pass 1, Lore Tablet, take 1. Hiya beings. These words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. A little bit robotic. I feel like those. Yeah, it's still a bit stilted. Still a bit stilted. I'll say again. Still save it. Still save it. I'll just put Hollow Knight. Take 1. Okay. Do I want to try Irish again? Do we try Irish again? Lacking a bit of acting, but I don't think it was that bad. I don't think that was bad, yeah. Yeah, because obviously this was... let's see. I gotta think of a guy in his like study writing this down for like some future higher being to find, you know. All right. Hollow Knight, King's Pass 1, take 2. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Still don't know about that one, but I think that's the best I can do with Irish. I think that's the best I can do with my current experience. All right, we'll save that one as well. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case I listen back. Actually, yeah, that is kind of solid. All right, awesome. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Maybe it's, yeah. Maybe I'm getting in my head too much. I kind of want to do the English accent with it again. We'll try that. Yes. Yes, I'm a lowly scholar. I'm trying to write this for the gods that will come for us one day.
All right, King's Pass 1, take 3.
Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength mocks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Oh, I'm not sure about that one either. Not sure about that one either. Give me a second. Where did I save them? Accidentally pressed back in one of my things. Damn it, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Alright, Hollow Knight, take 3. Okay, funnily enough, I do think the second take was probably the best. Out of those. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Yeah, I want him to get intense at the end. We'll try that. Try that.
King's Pass 1, take 4.
Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream.
I like that one a bit better. I like that one a bit better.
Damn passionate. Yeah, he's devout. He's devout to the guys that are gonna come for him later on. Yeah.
All right. I like that one. All right, sweet. Ivy. Hey, Ivy. Hey, how's it going, dude? No, pretty good. Pretty good. We've got 4 characters done. So we've done Carnby, Sans. We might go back to Sans. Uriel Septum. And now we just did like a Hollow Knight thing. We did a Hollow Knight thing. Actually, you just reminded me of something. Maybe. Wait. Ace Attorney. We could do one from Ace Attorney. But I don't know who. All right. I think it would be a good idea to do a character from Ace Attorney. After Ace Attorney, I want to do some more like outlandish voices. So something that's more cartoony, because all of them have been pretty like grounded. All of the characters we've done so far have been pretty grounded. So I want to do something that's more, cartoony, if that makes sense. Blackwell, Simon Blackwell. Detective Gumshoe. All right, we're getting. There's more people now. There's more directors in chat now. It's not just Colin. All right, guys. Blackwell or Detective Gumshoe? How would I do Detective Gumshoe? Because there's like a blueprint to do Blackwell. There's not so much for Gumshoe. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like Gumshoe might. That's just Elvis Presley. Hey, yo,
You're Mr. Right. You know, I don't mean to jam on your style. Simon Blackwell would be, let's see, Detective Gumshoe, because we've already done, like, epic voices, like 2 epic voices so far, so I don't know if I want to go for another epic, like, deep voice, especially since doesn't he have, like, a slight Britishness to him, because we've kind of done that. This is a hard one. Detective Gumshoe. I mean, we don't have to do Blackwell how he's depicted in the game. We can. Blackwell is British, yeah. Okay. I mean, we don't have to do it exactly like the games. It's probably even better if we don't do it exactly like the games. But yeah, Blackwell. Just thinking. Yeah, because I'm not too familiar with this script. A kid's voice next, possibly? Huh. I'm trying to think how I would do that. The only way I can think to do that is, like, the anime way. Like Ash Ketchum.
Oh my god! Like, I can't believe Team Rocket keeps trying to get my Pikachu. I'm gonna kill him.
I don't really know how to do a kid's voice.
Mom, I don't know if you really think that way about my friend Bobby, but I promise you, he's a good guy.
I don't know. It's just like kind of making that's a good point though. That's a good point, because being able to do an extreme but also variations of that extreme is like probably a good talent to have. So no, that's a good suggestion, because having like extremes that you can do in various ways is probably a good skill to have. So we might work on that. Might not happen this stream, but yeah.
We could do it, British child.
Nah, there's been enough British in here. There's been enough British. We've had a British take of the Hollow Knight thing, and then we had Uriel Septim, which I'll probably go with the English take for that, because I think that one sounded the best. Yeah, so we'll steer away from British for the rest of this. So unfortunately, no Blackwell, unless we do Blackwell in a different like way, which might be a little bit hard considering Blackwell's character. You know, okay, we'll return to the Ace Attorney idea later. Let's think of some. See, this is going to be harder to find though, because again, we don't want like too distinctive voice, because then you're just doing an impression. It's not like a voice per se. Hit me with a heavy ass Boston accent then. Yeah, okay. I'll let you know what it's like in Boston. You know, Ma's upstairs, I'm cooking dinner downstairs, and she's yelling at me. She's yelling stuff down, she's throwing stuff down the stairs. I don't know what to do with it. I just don't get it. Man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. All the stuff I do for her. And this is how she treats me? Man, I gotta move to New York or something. New York. Man, I can't believe this. Man, if Ma throws another slipper down the stairs, I'm gonna throw it right back up there. But maybe I don't have the guts to do that. I'm on Scout TF2. Yeah. I mean, didn't someone come in earlier was talking about that? Someone was talking about like Source Filmmaker stuff that they were doing. Yeah, let's just as like maybe an exercise. Like, I know the Meet the Scout video. It's like, if you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. It's nice to catch you live for once. Been super busy day. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I get the vibe. I've been super busy. I haven't been like every time I open Discord, there's like 16 like or more messages every time. I'm like, oh, I can't. I just go home. I can't do this. So I end up like just not talking to anybody. But just a bad habit. But anyway,
We could do a Bostonian. You're an absolute Boston douchebag. Yeah, you know, when I was in the army, they didn't treat us like no prissies. They threw coke cans at us. They shot at us. We got smoked.
yeah, I don't really know where to take the Boston accent except for like a scout thing. But I'm trying to get better with Discord stuff too, Lamau. Yeah, I should just dedicate time to reply to everybody, cause like I'll just get home and like I'm too tired for this, and then I just go to bed. Speaking of which, it's getting to midnight. I don't know how much longer the stream will go on. I don't want to wake up my neighbors. Probably should have done the cartoony ones first, huh? When it was more reasonable to do like loud, explosive voices.
Like we got a bit of Monokuma. Yeah, welcome to the killing game.
But again, that's a very distinct voice. See, yeah, again, that's the difficulty with cartoon voices, is that they're very like distinct. They're very distinct, so it's like you end up just doing an impression. Maybe we'll just have to. Maybe we'll just do that anyway. I don't know. Yeah, where do we go from here, guys? All right. Tell you what. We're going off the cuff here now. Okay? So also now it's getting hot in here. I have the heater turned up too much. So that's going off now. Give me a archetype of a character. So not a character. Give me an archetype, like cartoon character that would have like a sort of extreme voice, and I'll try and make something up for that. And we'll make our own script for it. So it'll be more of like a character type than off a script. Maybe try over exaggerating your own speech quirks till you get something cartoonish. You mean like stuttering and not reading things correctly? Shonen Prodag.
Oh boy, my name is Wishy-Washy Anime Boy. I'm 17 years old and I'm just exiting high school. Man, I can't wait for my new life in college.
Maybe a nerdy dude? Nerdy dude? Yeah, I can see a nerdy dude.
Yeah, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know about a nerdy dude. I don't really want to. I don't. Hold on. I don't really know if I wanna insult the nerds of the world, because it's really become a subculture, and they've really fought to be normalized. So like, the Big Bang Theory really did like a good job of that. Really good job of like normalizing nerds and kind of making them cool and mainstream. Like I don't like when I say I play World of Warcraft, people don't look at me funny anymore. They only do that because I wear these stupid glasses. I'll be honest, I don't need a prescription. I just wear them because I think they look cool.
Something like that. Want to go? Do we want to do a nerd? We going with a nerd? You just have to make yourself nasally for like a nerdy voice. just have to think of Hifumi from Danganronpa.
Well, actually, it's not a nerd voice. It's actually a geek voice. It's a geeky voice, not a nerd. They're different.
Yeah, let's do a nerd voice. We'll do nerd voice. Since we're on a nerd. I also closed Audacity again like an idiot.
Well, actually, he's using Tenacity, not actually Audacity. So, he's actually lying to you guys. All right, guys. So what?
I'm gonna improvise this since there's no script. Try coming up with some distinct villain voice like Doofenshmirtz. I unfortunately never watched Phineas and Ferb. I know what he sounds like, but like it's sort of a vague memory. Birdly Deltarune. Yeah, I do remember Birdly Chapter 2. Birdly Deltarune. Are we doing a script from Birdly? Is that the vibe today? All right. Let me look up Birdly. Like, is there like a Birdly quotes? Deltarune.
Birdly. To all my Birdly gang members, keep making art of me and saying I'm the best.
Oh, this is a fan thing from Reddit. Okay.
Don't make me laugh, Chris.
Maybe he does yap a lot. I hope so. I hope this. I don't. Oh, it's the Deltarune. It's from that same thing dialogue. Device contact. Oh God. Unused. Jesus. Birdly. Where's Birdly? Oh, that's too unwieldy to navigate. Best quotes for Deltarune from TV tropes. Random Birdly lines on Reddit. All right.
Step on me, Susan. Chris, who's Chicken Nugget Man? Susie, let me be your body pillow. Noelle, please don't do this. I never thought you loved me. Chris, I befriended Mom.
I don't. Are these from? These are from 3 years ago. I don't know if these are I don't remember those in the game. Birdly on Villains Wiki. Okay. Wise famous quotes. On wisefamousquotes.com, there's just Deltarune Birdly quotes. What the fuck? Yeah, wise quotes. If you accidentally stumble upon chapter 3-4 spoilers by looking up Birdly quotes, I will laugh my ass off. That would be pretty funny. What the hell? Okay. I don't know, that didn't make much sense. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to look up a video for this. Actually, that might be on Wise. That might be on Wise. To do that. That'll probably be a bit. That's playing with fire there. Looking up Deltarune stuff on YouTube right now. I might refrain from looking that up. I will keep looking for. I'm at chapter 4 myself, and let me save 3 and 4 are really damn good. I think, Colin, didn't you say that you were playing Deltarune? I forget. Trying to see. Nothing's really coming up in images. finished it. Yeah, really damn good indeed. Okay. Damn, you guys are fast. See.
I used to be a forgettable little bluebird.
Okay, I can't really find a good like script of Birdly. Hold on. I'm thinking, what's the best way to go about this? And avoid Deltarune spoilers. I'm halfway through chapter 4 and it's peak already. Can't wait to get back home and finish it. Nice. He has a monologue in chapter 2? Okay, hold on. That's probably safer. Birdly monologue chapter 2. I'll specify chapter 2. Annoying mouse puzzle.
I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what this I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt.
Maybe that? Several monologues, actually.
If only I was there to do it for her. She's but a powerless doe without my help.
Yeah, we'll do the White Knight shit. We'll do that. That's funny.
Though being alone might be better than being with you. Chris, you would only get in the way.
I'm just seeing where I want to like sort of start and end this.
After all, you can't understand Noelle like I can. Yes, you may have been her lifelong neighbor, but I am the maestro of emotional intelligence. I can read her feelings like a strategy guide, which I have never needed, by the way. You may see her as the simpleton girl next door, but the reality is she is a love-struck girl with her heart on her sleeve. And Chris, the target of her affection, may be surprising to you.
I think that should be the end point. Yeah, I think that's probably long enough if we end it there. Okay. I'm gonna have to use this video as a teleprompter because I really don't feel like typing this down. So let's he sounds so amazingly punchable. Let's see. No, cut off the Chris. See, you're stuck on this. Yeah, I'll start at I thought I heard Noelle. Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting because we got like a teleprompt right now. Let me practice up to the point that I said. Let's see.
I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt. If only I was there to do it for her. She's but a powerless doe without my help. Though being alone might be better than being with you. Chris, you would only get in the way. After all, you can't understand Noelle like I can. Yes, you may have been her lifelong neighbor, but I am a maestro of emotional intelligence. I can read her feelings like a strategy guide, which I have never needed, by the way. You may see her as the simpleton girl next door, but the reality is that she is a love-struck girl with her heart on her sleeve. And, Chris, the target of her affection may be surprising to you.
All right. Sounds kind of like Xavier Renegade Angel. I don't know who that is. Actually, I won't look them up in case I start copying. We want to avoid that. All right. See, the thing is with the teleprompt, like method is there's like breaks in between. So old Adult Swim cartoon. Ah, gotcha. All right. Let's see. Maybe I speed up the video slightly. Let me see playback speed. Let me see how it does at 1.2. How that does with flow. Let's see.
Ah, Chris, stuck in this puzzle I see. I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt. If only I was there to do it for her. She's but a powerless doe without my help. Though being alone might be better than being with you. Chris, you would only get in the way. After all, you can't understand Noelle like I can. Yes, you may have been her lifelong neighbor, but I am a maestro of emotional intelligence. I can read her feelings like a strategy guide, which I have never needed, by the way. You may see her as the simpleton girl next door, but the reality is that she is a love-struck girl with her heart on her sleeve. And, Chris, the target of her affection may be surprising to you. It's truly sad.
Oh wait, that's past the point. Was that a bit fast? I don't know if that was a bit fast. But I like this. I think this is a good script to do. Because he's at his like peak cockiness. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I haven't played chapter 3 or 4, but I remember him being like a total asshole here. I think that was nice. That sounded alright. Alright, sweet. Okay, we'll go for a take. We'll go for a take. Alright. I closed Audacity again. I'm such an idiot. Why do I keep closing it? There we go. Okay. I know I'm gonna need it. Alright. Birdly, take 1.
Ah, Chris, stuck on this puzzle I see. I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt. If only I was there to do it for her. She's but a powerless doe without my help. Though being alone might be better than being with you. Chris, you would only get in the way. After all, you can't understand Noelle like I can. Yes, you may have been her lifelong neighbor. I am...
Oops. Okay, no, it's going too fast. It's going too fast. It's going a bit too fast. I think maybe just spacing it properly. Oh wait, you can set a custom speed. Oh, I need a nice in between like normal and 1.25. Put 115. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. Uh-oh. I think stream might have crashed. Things are freezing at the moment. That's a bit concerning. I'm gonna quickly check on my phone that stream is still going. Stream's still on. Really? Okay, everything's frozen on my screen. I can see myself looking down at my phone. It's a bit weird. Okay. What to do now? This is
Okay. So obviously I can't do anything now because Tenacity is frozen. The video is frozen. So I think I can get stream back up if I restart it fast enough. So it shouldn't become a new stream, but stream will go down for just a moment. So, okay. All right, I will be right back. So stream's gonna go down for 1 second. It should still be the same page. And I'm gonna restart. So, all right. See you guys in a second.
Hello. Hello. Are we back? All right, chat. You're gonna need to tell me if I'm back or not. Because at the moment I can't tell. Yeah, you were back. Okay, sweet. All right, let me get the track going again. All right. Okay, awesome. All right. Yep, can hear you. All right, sweet. Okay, again, we won't go for too much longer because it is getting late. All right, so Tenacity. I need to find the Birdly video again. Also, hold on. There we go. Video's back. It's midnight, dude. No stress. Yeah. Okay. Will this restore my pages? Oh, it will. Sweet. Okay. All right.
We can get back into it. I'm Birdly. I love being an asshole and just being mean, full of myself. I'm a troubled guy. I'm layered.
All right. Let's see. What speed did I set it to? 1.15. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay. Okay, get that over. I need to get the window setup that I've got going. We're chill. Yeah. Okay. Again, tomorrow we have the audition stream. At least I think it's tomorrow. It might be tomorrow or the day after, I forget. But yeah, we might use some of those auditions in the reel, because I know a lot of people do that. So, all right. Okay, now. Did we do a take one? No, not really. We didn't do a take one. Right. Birdly take one.
I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt. If only I was there to do it for her. But she's a powerless doe without my help. Though being alone might be better than being with you. Chris, you would only get in the way. After all, you can't understand Noelle like I can. Yes, you may have been her lifelong neighbor, but I am a maestro of emotional intelligence.
It's still going too fast. It's still a bit too fast. It's like 3 whole like talking segments past where I'm at. All right, hold on. 1.5, 1.05. Birdly, take 1. Again, we're not like doing the number in order, but
Ah, Chris, stuck on this puzzle, I see. I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt. If only I was there to do it for her. She's but a powerless doe without my help. Though being alone with you might be better. Oh, crap. I messed it up. See, I'm getting tired. This will probably be the final take for today. That's a perfect speed, though. I found the perfect speed. Alright, Birdly, take 1. Ah, Chris. Stuck on this puzzle, I see. I thought I heard Noelle calling for help, but I get what that sound was now, Chris. Your brain must be crying. Poor sweet Noelle. Where could she be now? Stuck on a puzzle just like this one, no doubt. If only I was there to do it for her. She's but a powerless doe without my help. Though being alone might be better than being with you. Chris, you would only get in the way. After all, you can't understand Noelle like I can. Yes, you may have been her lifelong neighbor, but I am a maestro of emotional intelligence. I can read her feelings like a strategy guide, which I've never needed, by the way. You may see her as the simpleton girl next door, but the reality is that she is a love-struck girl with her heart on her sleeve. And Chris, the target of her affection, may be surprising to you.
Alright. Finally got a take of that. Alright. Birdly, take 1. Alright. That'll probably do it for tonight, guys. This pacing sounds good. Alright, awesome. Hold on. I've missed out on chat for a bit. I'll join tomorrow if I can. Still got a lot to do. Bro, in photography, you take 100 photos to keep maybe 2 of them. It's all good to flub stuff sometimes. Yeah. No, it's more so I'm trying not to be too perfectionist. It's just like when I truly screw something up, it's like I can't save that and use it. Nice. All right, sweet. All right, we got that. So what do we do today? We got Edward Carnby, Sans. So that's 2 like Undertale Deltarune characters. Who was the third? Uriel Septim. Fourth one. What was the 4th one, guys? Oh, Hollow Knight. That was the Hollow Knight stuff. And I think Birdly was our 5th. Yeah. Yeah. So for some reason I had in my mind that we are gonna get a whole reel done tonight. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Morning, hey Mishi. Good morning. We're just ending stream because it's midnight, and I don't want to wake up neighbors. Because we're getting to like more extreme voices now. We've done some like more grounded voices. I still want to do some more grounded voices, guys. but we'll do a few of these streams. We'll also do we got the audition stream tomorrow, so we'll be doing some audition stuff, and yeah. So see, yeah, tomorrow we will do auditions, because we might even just put some of the auditions into a reel. Again, that's a pretty common practice from what I know. But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna get some stuff I need to get done before I go to bed, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, thanks guys for sticking around for this relatively experimental stream. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed this. I thought having the camera on was going to give me like a lot of performance anxiety, which it did, but it didn't get in the way as much as I thought it was going to. So see you later, mate. All right. Yep. See you, Ivy. See you, Colin. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Good rest of my day's less than an hour long. See you, Mishi. See you, SG. Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks to the VOD watchers coming in. Sorry for the little technical kerfuffle we have, but it's alright. Alright, yeah, so tomorrow we got the auditions. I'm gonna do some auditions, and yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I haven't planned any streams next week, so I'm gonna have to do that probably tomorrow. But yeah, alright. Thanks everybody. Yeah, I'll see hopefully you guys tomorrow. And yeah, thanks again to everybody. All right. See you, everybody.